Hi there, Nick Troiano here. It was John Adams who once said that the division of our republic into two great parties, each concerting measures in opposition to each other, was to be dreaded as the greatest political evil under our Constitution. We are now realizing the fears of our founding fathers in today's polarized and partisan political environment, and that's why I'm running for Congress as an independent candidate this year. But I often get asked on the campaign trail, how will I maintain my independence if elected, and whether I will caucus or affiliate myself with either party in Washington. Surely both parties exert a lot of influence to prevent competition and co-opt their competition. In the electoral process, they do so by making it more difficult for an independent like me to get on the ballot. And in our governing process, the two parties control committee assignments, they control debate over legislation, and they even control the flow of information about congressional proceedings. That's why the few independents who do run and get elected more often than not choose to caucus with the party once in Washington. Now, I've thought a lot about this question because I believe a balance has to be struck between serving one's convictions and serving one's constituents. So I met with one of the only independents in our Congress, Senator Angus King from Maine. I've also spoken at length with the parliamentarian of the U.S. House of Representatives to gain their insight and expertise on this issue. And I've decided that, if elected, my preference is not to caucus with either political party. Instead, I would use the rules of the House to offer my own nomination for Speaker, to petition the majority party for a committee assignment, and to advocate in front of the House Rules Committee for an opportunity to debate on legislation of critical importance. I'll come to a final conclusion on this matter after the election and after conferring with the leaders of both parties, based on what's best for our community and what's best for our campaign to change politics as usual. What's clear is that two private organizations not mentioned in our Constitution have come to control our public institutions, bringing our governing process to a grinding halt. I think what's needed to really reform the system is not to end the two parties, but to build a movement of people large and loud enough to transcend them. I think we need to elect a dozen or 24 truly independent members to the House of Representatives and thereby deny both parties an outright majority. In this scenario, a new independent caucus in Congress can exercise significant influence and also give voice to millions of Americans who currently do not feel well represented. It can happen over the next couple election cycles, but most importantly, it can start now, and it can start here in our corner of Pennsylvania with this campaign. I thank you for watching. I welcome your thoughts and questions in the comments section below and hope to see you again next week.